All right, gendarme, you can release me now. Here's my tour group.
What are you
Oh. Thanks for the care package, all right?
How you doing?
Joseph, good to see you. Yep. And Jack, my silver-tongued barrister, is going to get me off without a hitch. I walk out of here a free man, right?
If you follow the program, I think you can count on it, right?
Hear that, Ma? You can get that worried mama bear look off your face. We got it covered. Hey, gang. How's it going? Well, thank God. Have you seen Dixie?
Yeah, she sent me here today.
All right, how is she? How's she look? Is she okay? I mean, did
Well,
Dad
no,
try
Dixie
anything?
is fine. She's not the one up on charges here. Worry about yourself. You're the one in trouble.
You're running away?
Yes. And I need your help.
Now, Dixie, Adam's a very powerful man, but even his power has limits. He can't take your baby away from you.
He's made me look crazy, Cecily. He's made me say and do things that look bad for me. He has evidence. And look, I could lose. I could lose custody of my son forever. What? You know something I don't?
I'm just worried about you, that's all.
Cecily, what, did Jack tell you something about my son?
No.
Cecily?
Well, he just mentioned something about the judge.
The judge? Judge Goodman? What did he say? He said it was fair.
Is Dad gonna go with you?
Cecily, what did he say about the judge?
Nothing. It's just everyone has their price, Dixie. You know that.
What, Adam bribed you?
Oh, my big mouth. Did he approve? A bribery? Of course not. No, Adam's way too smart to leave any written records, and Jack is checking everything out. He's gonna make sure that everything's fine.
Forget about it. That's it. No, it's final. I am doing it tonight.
You're doing what, Dixie? What is it you're doing tonight?
What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm making plans, Adam. I'm making big plans for when my life is over with you.
Is that so?
Yes.
She's been through an awful lot, Mr. Chandler.
Oh, yes, she has, and it shows. Poor darling, the ravages of mental illness. I do wish you'd let me help you.
Oh, if you can help. You could stop trying to steal my baby. Why do I bother? Why do I bother? You have no morals whatsoever. I'm just wasting my breath, aren't I?
She's worried about Tad's hearing. The DA told me that they've scheduled it for tonight, finally. Are you going?
No, I'm not.
Good. I don't think it's a good idea for you to get your hopes up about Tad being released anytime soon. The DA tells me that we have enough to hold him for quite a while.
Oh, really, does he? Is that because you bought him off?
It's a very insulting as well as a slanderous remark, Miss Kelly, but I'll ignore it for the moment. Your lover has to pay for his crimes.
Ted is not my lover. And any crimes he committed are your fault. You should be in jail instead of him.
Your devotion to Ted Martin wounds me, but I suppose that's the point, isn't it? To make me suffer.
You're full of it.
I've lavished hundreds of thousands of dollars to satisfy my wife's every need. And, alas, the man she chooses is not me. It is Ted Martin, the town's most notorious womanizer, who will spend the next 20 years of his life behind bars, unfortunately.
You're such a creep.
I'll be in my study if you need me.
You're not only a creep, but you're wrong. Do you hear me? You're dead wrong. Don't let him get to you, all right?
So stupid. You know, I really deserve everything that's happened to me.
Would you stop? Dixie, don't you see that he's saying these things to make you feel bad? Come on, you know who he is. You know how he operates. But you and Tad are going to be just fine.
Look, would you help me?
Honey, I will help you. Nico and I will do anything, but everything's going to work out perfectly. And as soon as Tad is released, you...
Cecily, I'm not telling Tad that I'm going. What? And you can't either. You have to swear it, Cecily.
Adam's wrong. Tad's going to be released. He's not going to go to jail.
Adam was right about one thing and one thing only. Says I'm never going to see Tad again.
Telling you, Jack, I'm serious here. I want to take the stand in my own defense. I want to tell the judge exactly what happened while she was living in the house.
You're not listening to me. Now, this is a bail hearing. Should this come to trial, you can testify until your face turns blue for all I care. But tonight, what I want you to do is I want you to sit down, zip your lip, and polish your halo. Are you listening to me? I don't want to hear a peep out of you.
You do the talking, right?
Exactly, and don't you forget it.
Now, Tad, I hope you're paying attention.
Of course, I'm paying attention. At the rates he charges, believe me, I already got a successor lined up in case he loses, and I got to sue him for malpractice.
Listen, Jack, he can't help it. I mean, whenever he's nervous, he automatically stirs up trouble. I just, listen to me. You know something? You look thin.
Mom, why is it every time you get nervous you try to shove food down my throat? You're like a mother bird.
Did they not feed you in that holding
I
cell
got
place?
peanut butter cookies coming out of my ears, Ma. Thanks for the toothbrush and the TV.
Your father is on the mark about Jack. You have got to listen to what he says.
Listen, okay? I heard from Dixie. Like, how is she, huh?
Did you hear one word that I
heard
said?
everything he said. I'll take a vow of silence. Now, would you tell me how she is?
Well, she'll be a lot happier when you're free, that's for sure.
Tad, are we talking about Dixie again? Dixie is fine. Just concentrate on his hearing. She wants me to tell you she's praying for him. How's she look? Tad, she looks terrific. Who's with her? Cecily.
Yeah? She's taking care of herself?
Tad, Dixie is great. Okay? What time's this thing supposed to start? How great can she be? She's living in a house with him, huh? How am I supposed to relax? Ma, it's ridiculous. How am I supposed to feel good about the situation when I know he's easing around behind her somewhere, poisoning the water supply? She needs me. I know it. She needs me right now. And when this thing is over, if he goes near again, I'm going to kill him, damn it. Fine.
Dan, I thought you and I had an agreement.
What did I do?
Would you stop broadcasting? All right, looks like they're getting ready. Excuse me, Mr. Chairman. Thanks.
All rise. Municipal Court of Pine Valley is now in session. Judge Barbara Berkowitz presiding.
Shut up.
The clerk may call the first case.
The People versus Brian Paul Thomas, case C682485.
Is counsel ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
You may call your first witness.
Uncle Palmer. Hi, it's Will. Listen, the judge hasn't called her case yet, but you were absolutely right. Tad's talking about a future with Dixie. Yeah, well, I figured you'd feel that way. Oh, I've got one more bit of news, too. Chandler met earlier with Duchess of Stratford in his office. Yeah, he seems to be really big on this deal. Uncle Palmer, you are amazing. Everything is happening exactly the way you said it would.
It's funny. This is the first time he's cried that Mrs. Bancroft hasn't been all over him. I wonder what she knows.
You want to go through with this? I mean, do you really know what you're doing?
Well, yes, I've prayed about it a lot, and I've thought about it a lot, and I really think it's the right thing to do. Don't you think so, sweetie? Don't you think so? Yeah, he thinks it's the right thing, too.
So little. How are you going to take care of him? How are you going to handle both of you?
Well, I'm not afraid of hard work. I got no soft living here at Adams, but I'll be just fine. I'm just going to have to support both of us, that's all.
What about Tad?
He'll be better off without it.
You don't mean that.
Yes, I do.
You love him.
That's why.
You love Tad as much as I love Nico, which is more than anything else in the entire universe. How can you just walk out and leave him?
Adam is never going to stop looking for his son. Never. He's never going to stop hunting us down. We'll never be safe. Cecily, what if I get caught? I'm going to get sent to prison. I don't want Tad ending up there, too.
He's never going to give up on you.
Well, he will. It'll just take time, that's all.
Dixie is going to follow you.
No, he can't, because nobody knows where we're going. And I'm depending on you to help him understand that, okay? I want you to help him forget about me and accept that I'm gone.
Dixie, I don't want to have to do that.
Well, look, Cecily, you're going to have to. Please, for me. This Pine Valley is his home. He has family here. He has a mom and a dad and a little brother and friends like you and Nico.
Sweetie, I just...
No, look, it's not like I'm going to miss you guys. It's not like I'm not going to miss you guys or this place or anything. I mean, West Virginia's my home, but I never thought any place could be my home after that. And well, I found my sister here, and Uncle Pete here, and you guys here, and Pine Valley became my home, you know. And if I don't stop talking about it, I'm never going to get out of here, am I?
It's going to be okay. It really is.
What I just got to keep focusing on is it's the best thing for the baby, right? best thing for the baby, and I can't focus on the sad part. And what I gotta think about is action. We gotta make plans. I gotta ask you favors here.
I'll do anything.
Okay, I need you to do things. I need you to gas up my car. These are the keys to my car. It's the station wagon, the one with the baby seat. Okay.
It's done. No problem.
Great. Okay, and you gotta go to the store for me, okay, sweetie? There's a lot of things that I need. Here's my list. Boxes of diapers, cooler for the milk, a lot of jars of baby food, any kind that you like, juice, and sandwiches for me, okay? Because I'm going to be on the road a lot.
So diapers and cooler, milk, baby food, juice, some coffee for you.
Great, coffee, lots of coffee.
Anything else?
What else? Yeah, this bag here, would you put it in the back seat for me?
Absolute clothes and blankets, okay?
Yeah. And, hock these for me.
Dixie?
No, look, it's just junk. It's a lot of stupid junk that Adam gave me.
They're rubies.
Well, I need all the money I can get, sweetie, okay? I do it myself, but I don't want Adam to get suspicious, you know.
I'll scrounge up as much money as I can.
Thank you so much. You're such a good friend.
So are you. I'll be back as soon as I can, okay?
Okay.
Let me have this bag right here. My sweetheart. I'll see you later. And, just hang in there, okay?
Okay. Aren't we lucky to have Cicely, huh? Yeah. It's gonna be okay. Yeah. We're not gonna have, like, servants or a mansion or anything like Daddy's got, but well, look what we got. We got a bear. Look, a bear. Ah! The bear's gonna be with us. We'll take him with us. And he'll always remind us of Dad.
The clerk may call the next case.
The People versus Thaddeus Martin, case number D235762.
Is counsel ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor, we are.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Montgomery, your client is charged with criminal trespass, breaking and entering, assault and battery, and resisting arrest. How does he plead?
Your Honor, we plead not guilty.
Mr. Murphy?
Your Honor, as we've documented, the defendant has a long history of untrustworthy behavior. His recent abduction of Mrs. Dixie Chandler from an institution proves a flagrant disregard for law and order. If the court assigns bail, there's reason to believe Mr. Martin will flee the jurisdiction. Therefore, the state strongly requests bail be set at $1 million cash.
Mr. Montgomery?
Your Honor, you have presently in your possession depositions that I believe show very clearly that my client is a responsible citizen and, in fact, has an unusually high regard for the law. His parents, both of whom are in the courtroom today to show their support of their son, are leading figures in Pine Valley's medical community. Mr. Martin himself serves the public interest as a private investigator, licensed, I may add, by this state. Your Honor, my client is a highly principled, morally balanced, tax-paying citizen who did what he felt was morally, ethically, and professionally required of him in the cause of a woman under his protection. He is not a criminal. Your Honor, to avoid bringing an innocent man to trial and the attendant financial burden that the district attorney doesn't seem to mind bringing on the shoulders of the people of this state, I ask that all charges against my client be dropped.
Objection.
Sit down, Mr. Murphy. The court will hear your argument, Mr. Montgomery.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, if I may, I'd like to begin with the charge of trespass. As my esteemed colleague is very well aware, Mr. Martin did enter the grounds of Laurel Hill on September 22nd, 1989, without permission, for one reason and one reason only. That reason was that Dr. Alfred Snow refused to allow Mrs. Dixie Chandler to seek or receive a second medical opinion regarding her sanity, clearly a violation of her civil rights. Now, my client's intervention, which I suppose could be technically called breaking and entering, allowed Mrs. Chandler to receive this second medical opinion from a prominent psychiatrist.
Oh, yes, Dr. Robinson.
Yes, that is correct, Your Honor, who found her completely sane. Completely sane. Now, Dr. Snow immediately admitted his error, and the court saw fit to rescind Mrs. Chandler's involuntary commitment. Dr. Snow, however, under the widening cloud of an embezzlement investigation, has, how shall we say this, Mr. District Attorney? Shall we say that he's fled to parts unknown? Would that about cover it?
Your Honor, may I interject?
You'll have your turn, Mr. Murphy. Now, according to depositions, 5 witnesses testified to a brutal attack by your client against Mrs. Chandler's husband on the evening of her abduction from Laurel Hill.
Your Honor, if I may, I'd like to speak briefly regarding the relationship between my client and Mrs. Chandler. Mrs. Chandler hired Mr. Martin as a private investigator several months ago after her child had been kidnapped. I'm sure the district attorney remembers the case, not because his office solved it, nor did the police, but because my client, Tad Martin, single-handedly brought this perpetrator to justice. You see, Your Honor, the professional ethics that his family instilled in him caused him to see his relationship with Mrs. Chandler as one of an obligation, as a sacred trust. So it isn't any wonder that when he saw her held against her will at Laurel Hill, isolated from her family and friends, with her constitutionally protected civil rights stripped from her, it's no wonder at all that he jumped into the fray. And it is no wonder that a physical confrontation with Adam Chandler ensued, which was not an unprovoked attack, as the state would have us believe, but was in fact a necessary evil to restore Mrs. Chandler's freedom. Your Honor, my client no more has violated the spirit of the law than a firefighter does when he or she breaks down the door of a blazing building to save the occupants inside. No more than when a police officer restrains and physically subdues one individual to protect another individual from bodily harm. Now, to the charges of resisting arrest, Your Honor, the charges against my client are so blatantly a miscarriage of justice that what right-minded individual could blame him for resisting? In conclusion, Your Honor, I respectfully request that this court drop all charges against my client, Tad Martin, post haste. Thank you, Your Honor.
Would counsel approach the bench, please? Gentlemen.
What you doing?
They're conferring.
Conferring? What's conferring?
The judge is letting the DA have it. Jack was very, very good. He's convinced the judge.
I hope you're right.
Dad, lawyers make a lot of money, don't they? You know, I'm thinking I'm going to go to law school.
Every document, all leading to one inescapable fact.
Your Honor, 5 witnesses.
When was the last time you studied a court calendar, Mr. Murphy? Have you any idea how the taxpayers hate having their money wasted?
Your Honor, my office handles these cases by the rules.
You may return to your places.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What'd you say?
Well, she's pretty upset. Now, be quiet.
Mr. Martin, the court would like to remind you to refrain from taking the law into your own hands. All charges are dismissed.
Yes!
Court is adjourned.
Don't kiss me.
Oh, darling.
You did it.
You're free. You're free. Oh, boy. Oh.
Congratulations. And thank you for some fine legal footwork.
Fine. That's an understatement. You've been watching Perry Mason again. You were amazing.
Listen, thank goodness that judge was so sympathetic.
Sympathetic. He had it wrapped up in 2 seconds. Listen, I take back every bad thing I ever said about lawyers, okay?
Oh, well, I can't tell you how much we appreciate it.
Hey, Jack, I want to talk to you about a few career choices.
Oh, do it.
Dixie,
Darling, she's going to be thrilled. She's going to be thrilled when she hears.
I just remembered I got an error. Oh, hold on there, Tex.
Oh,
Wait,
no,
what are you
no.
talking about? I'm a free man. I can go anywhere I want.
You are not going anywhere.
The miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty pain.
No, don't let me interrupt. I know he loves you, see. Perhaps you should make a recording. Some hymns and backward ballads on tape. It'll be an amusing keepsake for Adam Jr. as he gets older.
Doesn't need any keepsakes, Adam.
You don't want to forget your little mountain mama, do you, Adam Jr.?
Would you be quiet, please? I think he was trying to sleep.
Dixie, don't sulk. I'm not enjoying this period before the custody fight any more than you are.
I'm not discussing that with you.
Why? Then why don't we discuss my son's future? I have big plans for him.
You're not taking him away from me.
Oh, still delusional. You know, I've been thinking about England. This royal throne of kings, this sceptered isle, this earth of majesty, this... whatever. You look a little confused. I'm quoting Shakespeare. You have heard of it. King Richard II, I believe.
Well, la-di-da, Adam.
La-di-da. I really assume that the British Isles would be exactly the answer. Townhouse in London. And maybe a country place in the Cotswolds. A life filled, surrounded with horses and dogs and fishing and hunting. Education at Eton, of course. And Oxford later.
Look, you're not getting to me, okay? If that's what you're trying to do.
My son isn't going to grow up thirsty for culture. He isn't going to grow up wondering who he is or where he belongs. He'll know. He is Adam Chandler Jr., and that's the way we'll introduce him to the Queen at garden parties.
Good golly, you make him sound like little Lord Fauntleroy or something.
You could have been part of this, Dixie. You could have been lady of the manor, but no. Instead, you chose the town joke. A private investigator who still lives with his mummy.
Where's Mrs. Bancroft?
Oh, you're not enjoying my company? Well, I can understand you're upset. After I move to England, you're not going to be able to see Adam Jr. every other Sunday. But don't you worry. I'll have my staff send you lots of photographs.
Where is his nanny?
Her sister is ill. I gave her the night off. She and her sister are very close. Very much like you and, what's her face?
Well, if she's not here, then I'm going to sleep in the nursery tonight.
Oh, I don't think that'd be wise.
Well, I don't think I was asking you a question, Adam. I'm sleeping in the nursery tonight, and that's fine.
Well, I can understand how you'd like to spend as much time with him as possible before the hearing.
Say goodnight to Daddy, Angel. There we go. Say goodnight.
Sleep tight, little Adam.
I don't expect that you're going to be bothering us tonight.
I'll be up later. Kiss him goodnight.
Well, great. The baby would like his bear.
I'll bring it up when I come.
It's his favorite, Adam. Come on.
Yes, I'm quite aware it's his favorite. That's why I'm going to bring it up when I kiss him goodnight.
Okay, fine. Just don't forget it, would you?
Tad, come on back. Come on. Never mind, Tad. I know you're anxious about Dixie, but you are not going to see her until after the divorce and the custody hearing.
How are you? I'd listen to your father.
Oh, come on, Jack. Can't you at least arrange it? 10 minutes chaperone. She needs me. I can feel it.
Yeah, you're always feeling that.
Shut up, Joseph. I can use the tunnels.
Tad, listen to me. Now, if you think your case was an uphill battle, then let me tell you that Dixie's compared to yours is Mount Everest. Now, you won't be doing her any good at all trying to see her between now and the custody date, so please, stay away from her.
I'll be careful.
Like you were when she came to see you in jail? That kind of careful?
What do you mean, Dixie saw him in
She
jail?
sweet talked a couple of guards, Ma. Don't make a big deal out of it. So what?
So what? So these, Thaddeus, that's what?
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. Adam. How? Adam has her follow, that's how. So if she tries to sneak out to meet you, what do you think he's going to do? He's going to put somebody on her.
That's fine, Jack. Thanks. You don't have to draw me a picture. I get the idea.
Tad, listen to me, damn it. I want you to stay away from Dixie. You got it?
It's for your own good, Tad.
If she needs help of any kind, she's got Will right there.
Jack asked you for your word, Dad. Boy, do I have some good news. Come here. He's out. Your man Tad is free as a bird. All charges have been dismissed, and all we gotta do now is work on your troubles, which I have a feeling everything's gonna work out okay.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, you betcha. You betcha.
You know, when Tad and I were up at Willow Lake, we did a lot of talking about how when you and I first came to Pond Valley, you remember that summer?
Remember it? Dixie, you and I are just a couple of kids with some high hopes, and look at us now.
Yeah. Well, a lot has happened, sweetheart, but one thing has definitely stayed the same, and that is you are the best brother that a girl could ever ask for. Okay?
Dix, I love you. Come on. You're not so bad yourself, you know.
Oh, I gotta get the door. Excuse me.
Oh, you expecting somebody?
No. Cecily, what a surprise!
I haven't seen you in a while.
Hi. What's the matter? Was you having a fight with Nico or something?
Yes. Yeah, I'm telling you, that man is a beast. You know, he wanted me to get down on my knees and scrub the floor. He hands me a bucket and a brush. I'm telling you, this is the truth. I'm not lying. He's horrible.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Was you hear the baby? I'm sure I heard the baby.
Dix, I don't hear anything.
No, I think Cecily wants to talk privately, okay? Would you please be a doll and just go upstairs for a little bit and check out the baby for me? Yeah, Adam's asleep. There's no problem. You know, Will is staying here with us for a little while.
Oh, nice.
Well, yeah. Uncle Will to the rescue. Good night, Cess.
Good night, Will.
I'll be up real soon.
Oh, take your time.
That was close. Your car is gassed up, okay? And I stocked it with everything you wanted. It's hiding behind that big clump of trees in front of your mailbox, okay?
Thank you.
And I got $800 for the stuff that you gave me. I also raided the till at Kelly's. I figured, hey, your Uncle Palmer and my Aunt Phoebe can work it out later on, okay?
So good of you. I did more than I hoped for. Thank you so much.
Now, Dixie, this is not going to last very long, so I want you to promise that you'll call me if you need any more, or just please call me to tell me that you're all right.
Really, you're just the best friend that I could ever ask for, Cecily. You know that, don't you?
Dixie, please, will you call? Will you at least call Tad?
I can't, sweetie. I can't.
Dixie, honey, I wish you'd change your mind.
I can't. This is the best thing. This is the only way we can break. I love him. Okay, will you tell him that? That's why I'm doing this. Okay, and, maybe you better go now before I start shedding tears, and here's...
Listen, honey, I'm really gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss you, too. Okay. Now. Okay, thanks.
Good luck.
Okay. Bye. Hello.
Good evening, madam. My name is Whip to Jitter It. I'm conducting a survey about chicken fingers.
Hi. It's okay. Adam's asleep upstairs. He can't hear us. Where are you?
Dixie, you sound funny.
Really? I must have a cold. Yeah, that's what it is. You home?
Yeah. Yeah, as a matter of fact, the whole family's downstairs celebrating my freedom along with Jack, who would vivisect me if he knew I was talking to you. Dixie, I saw the pictures.
I was hoping he wouldn't tell you.
I'm sorry. Look, I'm sure it looks bad in the short run, but in the long run, it's nothing. I know it is.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Why? I'm sure it doesn't matter. Look, you should have seen Jack today in the courtroom, and he was a hero. He got everything he wanted. I'm sure he's going to get you custody of Nipper. I'm sure of it.
Me too.
Honey, why do you sound so scared?
Me? I'm fine. I don't know.
I love you.
I love you too.
You You swear to me you're all right?
I swear.
You wouldn't lie to me out of some weird need to protect me, would you? Like when you told me you were staying with my folks instead of with Adam?
I'm sorry I did that.
It's all right. You just promise me that from now on you'll tell me the truth, no matter what.
I promise. And look, now, you better get off the phone before Jack gets mad at both of us, okay?
All right, I love you. Did I say that?
Yeah. I love you, too.
All right, good night.
Goodbye, sweetie.
It just gets better and better.
Jack, how long has it been since you have had what they laughingly call a home-cooked meal?
Well, I guess not since last time I ate your meatloaf.
Oh, makes a wicked meatloaf.
How's next Tuesday sound to you?
This Tuesday sounds great. Well, I gotta be going.
Thanks, sir.
Anytime.
I'll be in touch.
Good. Now, you just remember what I said about Dixie.
Absolutely no contact until after the custody hearing.
Serious?
So am I.
Good. Good. All right, Tuesday night then.
Look forward. Jack, thank you again.
Quite well. My pleasure.
Huh?
Good night, Tom.
Hey, Dad. Darling, what's wrong? I mean, you were so up a little while ago, and now you seem very down.
No, I'm just tired, Ma. I didn't get much sleep in that hood.
Well, what do you say? We call it a night, huh?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Listen, I'll tell you what. You sleep in as long as you want to tomorrow morning, and I will bring you breakfast in bed.
Oh, now you'll be spoiling the boy.
Well, he deserves it.
Listen, I'm lucky I have such a wonderful family behind me.
Yep, you are.
Listen, I intend to pay you back every dime for Jack's charges, okay?
Oh.
He knows that. He knows it.
You take care of the nuts, huh?
I will. Jack?
Yep.
You're welcome, son. I love you.
I love you, too.
You guys go ahead. I'll be on in a minute.
Night, darling.
Good night, son. Good night. She needs me. You know it. She needs me.
Forget about it, Romeo. The only way you're going to get to Dixie is if you go through me.
It's okay. Goodbye forever, Adam.